Today, everyone's favorite question of every month of every year for the past 10 years is League of Legends dying?
Is League of Legends actually dying? No. But it is on low health, ignited, on 5 stacks of Darius passive, and there's a Jinx rocket approaching it somewhere in the distance.
So pretty much like always, huh?
So what's going on? As of making this video, League just went through a very disappointing rollout of their game's newest season. Let's quickly run through that. Every year they drop a preseason patch to introduce new content into the game. They gave us these new little jungle pet things, and then radio silence. No significant updates, the year ended, and we still didn't know when the next season would start, which is not normal. 3 days into the year, we finally got an update. Season 2023 starts on January 10, tweeted from a Riot employee's account.
They do this every single year, and every single year people are pissed about the exact same thing. It's the fact that no one wants to play in the preseason. People who care about their rank don't play anymore seriously, and people who don't care still don't care. And everyone's just not having a good time because you can't grind ranked, and that's a pretty big part of the game. Pretty much the biggest part, honestly.
Unless you were following this one guy, you would still not know when the season starts.
Just saying, Fortnite would announce the season weeks in advance, have a countdown timer, the season start,
True.
and have a live Drake concert in Fortnite. We're not even getting anything, first of all. It's not like they're updating the game, they're making a stage for a performer. They're not doing anything. They didn't do anything during preseason. Just tell us the time the season's starting, bro, please.
Even before this season debacle, players had already been disappointed, seeing as it was clear
Every Yasuo player is a low skill, tunnel vision shit, prove me wrong.
that Riot may have been showing more attention to their other games. We'll talk about that soon, because the straw that broke the camel's back was the release of the 2023 season cinematic. A 2-minute video animation of a camera flying through a high-quality recreation of Summoner's Rift. That is it.
People were beyond pissed, but that's probably something you already know.
Why? Because I can.
That's it!
Yep.
No way!
Every year since 2018, Riot releases a high-quality cinematic and song hyping up a new year of League of Legends. These videos have come to be very loved and highly anticipated by players.
True.
And so after a period of barely any new content and hardly communicating when the new season would actually begin, on January 10th they dropped the 2023 cinematic. And as we just mentioned, it was not well received.
This is the problem with League of Legends players, though. This is the big problem with them. They are absolutely beyond reason spoiled. They want the best because Riot has been absolutely pampering the shit out of them, you know? Every small thing, Riot is like, oh, here's your diaper change. Oh, here's a little bit of food. Here goes the airplane. And that's why League of Legends players are like this. Man, go play a real game where your company that's making the game is constantly literally telling you that they're gonna destroy your life. Okay? Now that's a real game. That's the situation everyone else is currently dealing with. Have you heard about D&D and Magic? Yeah, those things are absolutely blowing up in self-destructive ways. League of Legends? Oh, it's a bad trailer. What are we gonna do now? Is the game dead? Yeah, I guess so by League of Legends standards, but man, when you have it good and something suddenly happens bad, man, oh, admittedly nothing can compete with Fortnite. They're gonna probably have some kind of Drake concert for the new season.
Wow, no dislikes. The League of Legends community surely adores this masterpiece. Obviously that's a joke, but for those interested, if you use one of those bring back dislikes extensions, they say that this video has 156,000 dislikes in its first 24 hours. Now,
Still better than the average Netflix show, though.
Usual internet outrage aside, compared to previous cinematics, it definitely does look like a major downgrade. And releasing something so underwhelming during a time when players aren't happy makes it feel like Riot doesn't care.
Camtech Dragon is currently the absolutely best dragon, hands down. The plants are just everywhere and they're so fun to use, no questions.
I mean, I think it's always a meme when someone says, I could have done this myself, but this cinematic really could have easily been fan-made.
True.
Like just 3 years ago, the user Wayne S uploaded a realistic showcase of Summoner's Rift on Unreal Engine. Basically the same thing. Let's take this, let's put the...
Okay, this is unfair because Unreal Engine is Unreal Engine. Anything done in Unreal Engine is gonna spit on the original game technically hard.
sound here, and we got it.
Why? Because I can.
Now, just a few hours after the launch of the video, Riot posted a 5-tweet thread addressing the community's reactions. This year there were some unprecedented circumstances that had us choose an alternate approach to the Season 2023 video. However, we believed that it could still embody League's broad universe and competitive spirit while celebrating the start of a new season.
Well, you definitely thought wrong, though.
But we've heard your feedback, and we want to acknowledge that Brink of Infinity missed the mark for the action-packed, champion-led trailer you expected,
No
and
shit.
has led to further speculation about our investment in League. Honestly, we should have been more communicative. We do believe that League has a bright future, and we are investing in that. But we can...
Honestly, you know how you're gonna be able to tell when League is actually dying? When they reduce the amounts of skins they release. Because Riot's literally printing money with skins. Those things sell like absolute hotcakes. It's like one good skin line is a couple of million in the first day, and then multiple millions over a period of time. It is absolutely insane. There's no bigger money printer goes brr in League of Legends than skins. When they start to release less skins, then League of Legends is going to be in actual serious problems.
can do a better job sharing those plans with you. We are committed to giving you more details about what that investment looks like in the next couple of days. That last bit there could actually be true. I was recently planning on making a little YouTube short about what to expect from League in 2023, specifically focusing on this statement from Riot Games CEO, who said in 2023, League of Legends would have their highest budget yet.
On a lancé League of Legends, ouais, on devait être entre 30 et 40, je me souviens plus exactement, on est plus de 4000 aujourd'hui, plus de 500 personnes encore sur League of Legends. Je viens de valider les budgets la semaine dernière, hein, c'est les plus gros.
Bruh! I didn't know the CEO doesn't speak even English. That's absolutely insane.
L'année prochaine, ça sera encore les plus gros. Enfin...
Yeah, it's been less than 2 weeks, and this already hasn't aged well. However, if this tweet is anything to go by, maybe good days are on the horizon. But okay, circling back to the big question, is League actually dying? Player base wise, it doesn't seem to be dying at all. At least not yet. Servers are healthy and live stream views are still going strong.
Live stream views are honestly not a great indicator of anything. Like, look at League of Legends competitive esports part, you know? It gets a lot of views, but the reality, it's so shitty. No one wants to watch it. The only reason why it does have a lot of views is because League of Legends is one of the biggest games in the world. There's so many people playing that stuff constantly. There's so many people who have played this thing. The professional competitive scenes videos, not videos, but live streams, honestly would be in a good situation, in a healthy situation, if they had one extra zero behind them. But they don't, because competitive League of Legends is an absolute shit show, and only the absolute die-hard League fanboy is gonna tell you otherwise. It's boring, and well, it's just kind of boring, you know? When average first blood happens, what, 10 minutes in or something like that? And most games only have like 10 kills per 20 minutes? You know you're not in an interesting position.
Declined a bit recently due to the preseason, but that happens every year. However, it may not be dying as a product, but it's clear that players aren't entirely happy. For the past couple of years, Riot has focused on creating more skins than creating new in-game experiences. 2021
Yeah, it's called money milking. Again, it's a money printer.
and 2022 both had over 140 skins released and 0 brand new game modes.
No, wait, is this serious? Is he seriously gonna say that no new game modes are a bad thing?
Even recently, while every game celebrated some sort of Christmas event, League of Legends really didn't do anything. Most players would be hoping for some sort of event, new game mode, maybe the return of the winter map, but instead Riot just released a couple.
They should have added some kind of winter map or something like that. But a new game mode? Nah, that stuff kills your games. I think League of Legends already once, by the way, stated this, that every time you make some kind of mode, there's going to be a percentile of people who are going to see that mode as the most superior thing ever, and they are just going to try and play that mode. And one of two things is going to happen with those players. A, they burn themselves out and quit League of Legends because, now the normal game doesn't seem fun to them. Two, when the mode gets removed because no one wants to play it anymore, those people are just gonna leave forever. So new modes just kill the game technically. So they're not gonna add them too frugalously all the time because that's very, very bad business-wise.
Couple skins and called it a day. To be fair, I am biased here as I'm still salty that Riot pretends that their reason for no longer making the Winter Rift is because it would be too difficult to create. Meanwhile, there's these random modders creating these high quality map skins for players to use. At the end of the
Everyone knows that that's a cop-out, right? Everyone should understand that that's a cop-out. I don't really know why they don't want to put in a new skin for the map. I guess that also has something to do with people maybe potentially leaving because they don't like it. It's hard to tell, but most likely they do have a reason like that.
day, I think Riot has just been unwilling to sacrifice resources on anything that won't generate large profits. Why put devs to work on a new game mode when they could work on skins that could bring immediate returns? Additionally, what's also going on is Riot clearly taking resources away from League and focusing them on their other projects. While players
Wait a minute. Riot can't take away resources from from League of Legends to do new projects unless those new projects are way more lucrative already and have more potential than League of Legends, which is kind of true for Valorant, I guess. But, and here's the big but, they probably have different studios that are different parts of studios that are working on it, so it's not actually taking that much away from it. It's more in big companies like this, it's more about allocating your resources properly and smartly, not just shoving money in on a problem until it fixes itself. That only works for League of Legends marketing, just shoving money in it until your dead grandma gets some kind of email notification in her dead space. Oof.
Contemplate whether or not League is dying, Valorant is thriving. And if we want to talk about cinematics, they just recently released a new Valorant cinematic at the quality that you would expect from League. The whole cinematic team of Riot just migrated to Valorant, I guess. And Valorant isn't the only game keeping Riot busy.
I mean, it honestly makes perfect sense.
At the same time, they're in the background building their secret MMO, Wild Rift, and the upcoming fighting game. However, all of this aside, I still don't think
when the MMO comes out, by the way, all resources will instantaneously be actually diverted to it. Like, there's not going to be a question. Even if it's even the MMO is made under a subsidiary of League of Riot Games, all resources are just going to be funneled into it for at least the first year to maximum. Okay, maximum. They're probably going to treat that thing like it's the next biggest thing in the gaming world. And by the way, it probably is going to be the biggest thing in the gaming world. I hope that MMO absolutely pounds because the League of Legends universe is amazingly good and developed.
Think League will ever die. And maybe I'm huffing on copium, but I do kind of believe that Riot is going to turn things around this year. They've heard our complaints these past few years, and the confirmation of League having a higher budget should mean that good news is coming. After the backlash from the cinematic, the lead gameplay producer at League of Legends left a comment on Reddit responding to a user asking what his thoughts were on the sentiment that League is on maintenance mode. I mean, I can...
Bruh, maintenance mode? Oh my god. They're still actively doing everything. They're still actively balancing, reworking out champions, making skins, doing all of that jazz. Man, pampering. It's just the League of Legends average player is so pampered.
can understand why people would draw that conclusion, though I can assure you that we are not. Me saying it isn't going to convince anyone of that though. Also, we have been investing into bigger things that won't ship for quite some time. A user in another thread questions if these bigger things are referring to League or other games at Riot. The dev then responds to that comment as well, stating that he was talking about League of Legends on PC specifically, not other projects. Personally, my selfish opinion, I just want more game modes. I don't care if they're not the greatest thing in the world and they get stale in a week or two. Something fun where I can play my favorite champions in, outside of Summoner's Rift, would be refreshing every once in a while, kind of like it used to be.
That's not happening.
But alright, thank you for watching, and let me know what you think. Take care.
True. But anyway, yeah, League of Legends players are just absolutely pampered. You know, you'd think they would complain about toxicity and other things like that, but nope. Nope. It's didn't get a new cinematic that we can jack off to. Oh no, the end of the world. League of Legends seems to be in a fine position, and it's probably gonna stay like that because honestly, what's gonna fight it in the MOBA universe, right? Dota 2? Dota's fucking dead. I mean, okay, the TI Battle Pass did make almost $1 billion or something like that in revenue. But still, that's just a bunch of crazy people playing Dota. There's a lot more crazy people playing League of Legends. So, you know, the game's gonna survive, boys. Don't worry about it. Anyway, like and subscribe. I'm out. Bye-bye.